Hey, welcome everybody to Digital Fire Talks. I'm Janine. I am the creative director here at Pro Media Fire, and this is.
Hello, I'm Frank. I'm an account executive at Pro Media Fire and a content coordinator.
And I'm Kara. I am the senior web developer and designer here at Pro Media Fire.
Awesome. Well, welcome, guys. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are talking about the church shopper, what people are looking for when they're shopping around for churches. Maybe they haven't gone to church in a while, or maybe, especially post-pandemic, or maybe they're moving into the area, so they're looking around for churches. So we're talking about what to do, what people are looking for on a website. So, Kara, what is the top things? Let's say that you move to an area. What are some things you look for in a website?
Right. So we actually have a lot of practice at this because my husband and I are in the Air Force. We have been moving around the last 25 years and we kind of have a system. So the first thing that we do is once we kind of get settled in, we go to Google. Let's talk for a minute about search engine optimization, or SEO. So we've all heard of Google. In fact, we've probably already used it today. I know I have. Have you guys?
Of course.
Yeah.
And it's funny because you say SEO and you hear that all the time, but not everybody knows what that means for it. So I'm glad you're touching on this right now.
Yes, it's so important. So Google gets around 3.5 billion searches a day, which is crazy. But why it's really important to have great SEO built into your site, because you want to rank higher on Google and get more traffic. So that's really important to do. So I go online, I put in, some churches that I want to search for, and up comes some websites. I pick a couple that I want to go through at that point. And keep in mind, when you're building your website, you have two audiences. You have the first-time visitor, which we're going to talk about today, and you have the regular attender. So I like to look around the websites. I like to get a feel for what it looks like, see pictures of worship and, the people inside the congregation. I like to see what the beliefs are, if they have something for my kids. What about you guys? What are you looking for?
I'm looking for a lot of similar things. I'm looking for location too, because I'm one of those people that doesn't like to go far to church because it's kind of hard to have a community 45 minutes away from your house.
Yeah.
I'm also looking for things like staff pictures and bios, so that when I walk in the church, I don't feel like I'm a stranger. Everybody's a stranger. You walk in and you recognize faces. No, you don't really know them. You feel like you kind of know them, and it just makes you feel way more comfortable walking in the doors, seeing somebody you recognize.
Mm-hmm.
That, and I'm looking for service style.
Mm-hmm.
Service style is a big deal. I like liturgical style worship, and so walking in, knowing what to expect, looking at what people are wearing, that gives you an idea of what the cultures of the church, how people are going to behave, what to kind of expect.
Yeah.
100%. And that's why, and we talked about this before, but that's why having authentic photos does matter, because if you have stock photos, let's say, and you're showing, people raising their hands, contemporary worship, and it looks like young and thriving, and then you go there and there's pews and people are dressed in, suits and ties and long dresses. It doesn't feel right. Or, so authentic photos does matter. And like Frank said, showing just people what they wear. And if they wear a suit and tie, maybe it's a formal service, that's okay too. Just you want to showcase what it really is. And we were talking about this before, Kara, like social media and website, they go hand in hand, really. And especially for church shoppers, you kind of view it like this. If you are going around the neighborhood, you're at someone's house, you go to their house, you see their front porch, it's fall here. So we have all the pumpkins out on the porch. Everything looks beautiful. You have the welcome sign, all the leaves. That's kind of like your website. You go there, you see like the welcome, where the front door is. You see that you're welcome there with the signs. And then social media is basically it's your window. So you look inside and peer in and see what's it really like. So that sort of photos on social media, that's going to show your day to day, your week in, week out. Whereas your website needs to be just very user friendly, and it's got to be easy to find, and SEO matters for sure. What are some ways that we could help churches out, Carol?
There's a lot of ways that we can help you out and with your website. We do optimize your SEO on all of the sites that we build. We also pay special attention to the navigation on your site. It's really important to use words and phrases that are known by everybody. A lot of churches have their own vernacular. And so if they call like their kids ministry Club 360, you wouldn't want to put that in the navigation menu. You would want to put kids ministry in your navigation menu, because if you see 360, you may not even click on that. That's not going to make sense to you. Once you do click into the kids ministry, of course, putting your kids ministry branding and name in there is fine. But again, like you said, Janine, going into social media is really important as well. We link all of that on your site, because every time I'm church shopping, I do the same thing. I look on the website first. I find out the information that I'm looking for. Like Frank mentioned, times and location are really important to have easily accessible to anybody getting on the site. Because chances are when you're church shopping, you're looking at like 5 or 6 different churches. And when you do decide to visit one on Sunday morning, you're not going to remember what time or the location. So pulling that site back up and seeing it immediately and easily is really important. But then linking all of the social media accounts on your site is super important as well. We always look at the social media accounts when we're church shopping, because like Janine, like you said, it's like being in the family room of a house where people are sitting on the couch and eating cereal. It's the day-to-day life of the church that you get to see. And having that on your website is really important, easy to get to. You won't get lost. And so those are some of the things that we do just to help that first-time visitor audience that you're going to have on your website.
You'd be surprised. Those little icons on the bottom of the footer of the website usually is where the social media icons are. And you'll see Instagram, Facebook. You'd be surprised how many churches I've seen where I click on those links and they're not linked. So the icon is there and it just takes you back to the homepage.
Right.
So it's imperative to make sure that these are connected so that the user experience is just seamless. It's easy. You can see the Instagram handle. You can see the Facebook handle. You give people a taste of what it's like to come to church before they come to church.
That's perfect. And I totally agree. Either you can't find them or they don't work. And that's not good. But I was going to say, if you click on the link below, you can find out more about how we can help you with your website.
Yep. We'd love to partner with you guys. Have a great day. Thanks so much for watching with us today.